What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, ladies and gentlemen, today I have to go ahead and say something about the Call of Duty community. Now, I don't know if I'm talking about you, personally. Obviously, I guess the way that you could tell if I'm talking about you personally is if you get angry from this commentary. If that's the case, then yes, I guess I am talking about you, but I have to go ahead and put this video together because the way the Call of Duty community acts when it comes to dissecting COD games, reviewing COD games, and trying to, help improve them is just insane to me. Absolutely absurd. And I have to go ahead and make this video. But of course, ladies and gentlemen, before we go ahead and dive deep, if you are interested in more content just like this, don't forget to go ahead and subscribe and hit that bell. We post daily here at 8 in the morning Eastern time. And last but not least, if you guys are interested in any of my live streams, I don't stream on Sunday, but I will indeed be back on Monday. So if you guys want to check that out, I stream over on Kick. That usually goes live around 1 to 2 p.m. Eastern time, and you can find a link to that channel down in the description of this video. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, recently, I've been seeing a bunch of polls going around over on Twitter. And funny enough, I actually put out my own personal poll a while ago. I'm going to showcase my poll, but of course, the results are literally the same across the board. Every single person who put out a poll pretty much got very similar results. Now, as you can see right here from, my personal post, what do you think is the best COD title in the past 5 years? Obviously going ahead and lining up all the games, Modern Warfare 2019 up to Modern Warfare 3 2023. We got almost 10K votes on this poll, which is actually pretty decent, a wide variety of players on YouTube. And all of them basically chose Modern Warfare 2019 and Black Ops Cold War. Now, I gotta be honest, this is a little off topic here. I'm kind of sad to see so many people not like Modern Warfare 3 2023. I personally think this game is better than both 2019 and Black Ops Cold War. I think it's just not popular because nobody wanted to buy it. It looked like DLC. It pretty much was DLC when it was confirmed behind the scenes, even though, they chose to make it a full-fledged out project. But in reality, Activision never gave Sledgehammer an official idea whether it was DLC or not. So I think those reasons is why, Modern Warfare 3 got held back so much. Nobody wanted to give it a go. And can you blame them? No, not at all. You see a $70 DLC, you think they're going to cough up money for that? Heck no. So, I can understand why it's so low in percentage, but it is sad at the same time because Sledgehammer did a lot of good things for the community this year. Even though, some of the updates have been a little lackluster at the end of the day. The overall experience, I would argue, is better than Modern Warfare 2019 and Black Ops Cold War, but we'll save that for a different video. The main point that I want to make here is that Modern Warfare 2019 and Cold War was nothing but just straight up trash talk for the entire year. Each one of those games, for each game, their entire year was nothing but the community talking absolute crap. And now, out of nowhere, out of the blue, everybody is saying that these games are the best games out of the past 5? And it's not even people just claiming that, if they had to choose one that's good, they're going to go with, Modern Warfare 2019 or Black Ops Cold War. No, these opinions are literally people saying that these games are fantastic. The movement was great, gunplay phenomenal, praising certain aspects of these games when, literally, like I said, the whole year, it was nothing but people saying it was the worst experience known to mankind, which is again why I was saying earlier, I don't think this video is really pointed at you guys, because I know the majority of you guys, if you have to choose, you're going to say, well, I don't like any of them, but if I have to choose one, it's going to be this. No, not really to you guys, but it's a massive portion of people out there who have completely switched up. If I remember correctly, Black Ops Cold War from the very first day, you can go back to my content, I thought it was actually not that bad. Again, skill-based matchmaking weighed it down a ton. It was extremely sweaty and competitive. But compared to Modern Warfare 2019, I thought it was just simply a better game. I thought the movement was better. I thought the gunplay was fun. It was a better version of 150 HP. It wasn't as, insane as Black Ops 4, where it took so much ammo. It was still, beefy, and some guns, had a little bit of a advantage, like burst weapons and so on and so forth. But I still thought it was fun. You know what I'm saying? And I got bashed like no tomorrow. I got called an idiot. I got called, like he doesn't know what he's talking about. He has no clue what makes a good Call of Duty game. This, that, and the third. To the point where I was just like, okay, forget it. You know what? If all you guys want to hear is just, this game is garbage, then that's all I'm going to put out for you guys. We'll complain about skill-based matchmaking for a lifetime at that point. Now, as you guys know, obviously on this channel, I really could give two craps. I post what I want to post. I don't really care. If you guys can't stand hearing multiple different opinions, I'm doing it, And if I enjoy something, I'm going to let you guys know I personally enjoy it. But back then, it was just wild. It was the wild, wild west. If you did not say you hated Black Ops Cold War, Modern Warfare 2019, you were going to get bashed like no tomorrow. And like I said, it's hilarious to me because now, fast forward to current date, everybody is saying these games are phenomenal. And all the things I was saying about Black Ops Cold War back in the day are now being praised now. Whereas, like I said, back in the day, I was called an absolute idiot for thinking these things about Black Ops Cold War. But now, these things are great. These are the best features ever implemented into COD. The Call of Duty community is absolutely full of crap. I gotta be honest with you. A lot of them are full of crap. That nobody looks at Call of Duty with a realistic mindset. You're either on the hate train or you are a COD shill. Nobody in the universe at this point can really, no, I shouldn't say that because there are a handful of people out there who are in between, who can see the good and the bad of a Call of Duty game and separate, what's caused by what, knowing that Activision causes the horrible skill-based matchmaking and microtransactions. And, when it comes to development teams, yes, some are better than others. Obviously, we all can't stand Infinity Ward from time to time, right? But nobody could see past any of that stuff with Black Ops Cold War, right? Skill-based matchmaking was so thick in that game that nobody could differentiate that was an Activision problem and not how Treyarch was developing their title there. And yes, Treyarch did have a few fumbles with the gameplay of Black Ops Cold War, but we can't lie that they polished it off, just like how Sledgehammer polished off their game, Modern Warfare 3 here, and Vanguard a little bit. At least they weren't like Infinity Ward where they openly say in blog posts that, we're stupid. Basically, well, they didn't say that we're stupid, but the way they worded it makes us feel like we're stupid, saying that, oh, well, the mass majority of players enjoy having a field upgrade for Dead Silence, and the Ghost perk, we know that you guys wanted it back to a normal phase so bad, but it's way better this way because it protects the casual. It's like a huge FU to the overall Call of Duty community. They don't care, right? They don't put in any effort to try to improve the experience and make sure their game is better for the community, unlike Treyarch and, Sledgehammer here. But nobody looks past that stuff. Absolutely nobody looks past the skill-based matchmaking, the microtransactions, all the scummy practices that Activision puts in, and they will just absolutely bash every COD game no matter what. And like I said, it just shocks me because if people still hated it current date, it wouldn't be a problem, right? It absolutely wouldn't be a problem, but that's not the case. Everybody who was just going to just absolutely destroy you for saying that Black Ops Cold War had any good aspects about it are now just saying it's one of the best games in the past 5, titles, let alone maybe one of the best Call of Duty games in general. Now, I will say personally, I don't believe any of these past 5 games are better than the OG games. You know what I'm saying? And I understand that. But the problem is that back then, if you gave any good feedback about things that they did correctly, you would automatically be called, someone who doesn't understand COD. And, I guess if you say anything good, you're automatically claiming that this game is better than an OG title. No, that's not the mindset. And that's not the mindset now either. I guarantee people are going to look back at Modern Warfare 3 2023 and say the same things that I've been saying for ages about this game. How much Sledgehammer has been focusing on the community. But they're completely blind to it now because of how thick the skill-based matchmaking is and how bad the cheating problem is and how scummy the microtransactions are. Everything that Activision did. But nobody will acknowledge what was done nicely within this game. You don't have to buy Modern Warfare 3. You don't have to support Modern Warfare 3. You don't have to do anything. But you could still see that, yeah, Sledgehammer actually did do something nice there. That wasn't actually bad. You don't have to buy it, but you could still acknowledge it. The Call of Duty community works in one way and one way only. The only time their mind is open and they truly accept a game is when the lifespan of that game is over. When the skill-based matchmaking is toned back, all the casuals are on it, all the sweats move on to the next game, then people look at the game with a realistic mindset. They finally observe the game, critique the game, and can have better impressions of the title. Hence why you see Modern Warfare 2019 and Black Ops Cold War 2 of the most crapped on games known to mankind being some of the most popular games now. Because people went back to them and saw some of the potential they had. I still don't really care for Modern Warfare 2019, but Black Ops Cold War is what I'm mainly talking about here. Like I said, I can't even tell you how much crap I got for saying some of the things that are good in that game. And I'm not saying it's better than OGs. I'm not saying everything in Black Ops Cold War was amazing. Not even close. All I was saying is that they did some things right. They didn't completely butcher it like Modern Warfare 2019 for me personally. And I got crapped on for that. And now, all these years later, people are going back and they're finally saying, oh, yeah, it wasn't that shabby. people need to start looking with that mindset, with that perspective, with those goggles when the game comes out, and understand that, the game is going to be butchered by sweats, cheats, and microtransactions and all of the above from Activision. It just is what it is, but you could still acknowledge some of the good things that are being done without saying that someone is an absolute doofus for saying that that is a decent thing. But as always, ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed today's video, leave a like. If you hate it, leave a dislike. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell. We post daily here at 8 in the morning Eastern Time. And last but not least, if you guys want to check out my live streams, I'm not live today, but I will indeed be live tomorrow. So by all means, if you want to find that stream, I do it over on Kick. And I got a link to that channel down in the description of this video. As always, thank you for tuning in. I'll see you all next one. Peace out.